Did you know that the way you respond to your partner during everyday conversations could be silently destroying your relationship? Most people have no idea they're sending messages that say, "I don't care about you," when they think they're just being normal. In fact, there are 5 seemingly innocent habits you're doing right now that are accidentally telling your partner you don't love them. And number 3 is probably happening in your home every single day. If you want a strong, loving relationship after 60, hit like and subscribe right now, because on this channel, we expose the everyday mistakes and dangerous habits that silently harm senior well-being. From health pitfalls to safety risks, relationship mistakes to financial errors, and hidden dangers in your daily routines, we show you what to avoid and how to protect yourself so you can live your best life after 60. Let's dive into these 5 communication habits that are hurting your relationship and show you the right way to express your love. Habit 1. Half listening while doing something else. Too many people have the habit of pretending to listen to their partner while scrolling through their phone, watching TV, or doing household tasks. Your partner is talking to you about their day, their feelings, or something important to them, and you're giving them scattered ahas and that's nice responses without ever looking up. This sends a crystal clear message. Whatever you're doing is more important than they are. Your partner can feel the difference between real attention and fake listening, and every time you half listen, you're telling them their thoughts and feelings don't matter enough for your full attention. Over time, this habit creates emotional distance because your partner stops sharing with you altogether. They think, "Why bother? They're not really listening anyway." The damage builds slowly until one day you realize you're living with someone who feels like a stranger because they've stopped trying to connect with you. The right way to communicate love is simple but requires discipline. When your partner starts talking to you, stop what you're doing, put down your phone, turn off the TV, or pause your task. Look them in the eyes and give them your complete attention for those few minutes. If you truly can't stop right that moment, say, "I want to hear this properly. Give me 2 minutes to finish this, then I'm all yours," and actually follow through. Active listening where you maintain eye contact, nod, and respond thoughtfully shows your partner they matter more than anything else in that moment. Have you caught yourself half listening when your partner was trying to talk to you? And the next habit? It's something almost everyone does without thinking, but it makes your partner feel completely dismissed and unimportant. Habit 2. Dismissing their concerns as overreacting. This is one of the most damaging communication habits in any relationship. When your partner shares a worry, frustration, or hurt feeling, and your immediate response is "You're overreacting," it's not that big a deal, or "You're being too sensitive." You might think you're being logical or helping them see things aren't so bad, but what you're actually telling them is that their feelings are wrong, invalid, and don't deserve to be taken seriously. This habit shuts down emotional intimacy instantly because your partner learns that being vulnerable with you leads to being criticized or dismissed. Over time, they stop sharing their feelings entirely, not because the feelings went away, but because they know you'll just tell them they're wrong for having them. This creates a relationship where one person is carrying all their emotional burdens alone while the other wonders why they seem distant and closed off. What makes this even worse is that dismissing concerns often comes from a place of discomfort. You don't know how to handle their emotions, so you try to minimize them to make yourself feel better. The right way to communicate love is to validate their feelings first, even if you don't fully understand or agree. Say things like, "I can see this is really bothering you," or "Tell me more about why this is upsetting. I want to understand." You don't have to agree that the situation warrants the reaction, but you do need to accept that their feelings are real and deserve respect. Listen fully, ask questions, and only offer solutions if they ask for them. Sometimes people just need to be heard and feel like their partner cares about their emotional experience, not have their feelings judged or fixed. Comment, "I'll validate more," if you're ready to change this pattern. But here's where it gets really damaging. The next habit makes your partner feel like they're competing for your attention and losing every single time. Habit 3. Constantly putting others before your partner. Many people have the habit of always saying yes to everyone else, friends, adult children, neighbors, committees, while their partner gets whatever time and energy is left over, which is usually nothing. Your partner asks you to spend an evening together, but you've already committed to helping a friend. They suggest a weekend activity, but you've signed up for another volunteer obligation. They need your help with something, but you're too tired because you spent all day doing favors for other people. This habit screams everyone else is more important than you, even though you'd never say those words out loud. Your partner starts to feel like the lowest priority in your life, like they have to beg for scraps of your attention while you freely give your best time and energy to others. What makes this particularly painful is that your partner is supposed to be your primary relationship, but they're being treated like an afterthought. The resentment builds slowly as they watch you jump to help others while putting them off with maybe later or I'm too tired now. Eventually they stop asking because the rejection hurts too much. The right way to communicate love is to make your partner your first yes, not your last option. Before you commit your time to anyone else, check with your partner first. Ask, do we have plans? Or is there anything you need from me this weekend? Create protected couple time that's non-negotiable. A weekly date night, morning coffee together, or evening walks that doesn't get bumped for other people's requests. Learn to say, let me check with my spouse first, or I need to keep that time open for my partner. This doesn't mean you can't help others or have outside commitments, but it means your partner knows they come first and your relationship gets your prime time, not your leftovers. Which relationships have you been prioritizing over your partner without realizing it? And you won't believe the next one. It seems like such a small thing, but it tells your partner they're not worth celebrating or appreciating. Habit 4. Forgetting to express appreciation and gratitude. The habit of taking your partner for granted by never expressing thanks or appreciation is relationship poison that works slowly but effectively. Your partner cooks meals, manages household tasks, supports you emotionally, handles errands, or does 100 small things that keep your life running smoothly, and you say nothing. You've fallen into the trap of thinking they know I appreciate them or we've been together so long, I shouldn't have to say it anymore. But silence doesn't communicate love, it communicates indifference. When appreciation stops, your partner starts to feel like an unpaid employee or roommate rather than a cherished life partner. They begin to wonder if anything they do matters to you or if you even notice their efforts. This habit is especially damaging because it's an absence rather than an action, so you might not even realize you're doing it. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and you haven't said a single thank you, I appreciate you, or I noticed what you did and it meant a lot to me. Your partner's love tank slowly empties while you remain oblivious to the growing emotional distance. The right way to communicate love is to make appreciation a daily habit, not an occasional gesture. Every single day, find at least one specific thing to thank your partner for or compliment them on. Not generic phrases like thanks for everything, but specific observations. Thank you for organizing the medications this week. It takes a lot off my mind. Or I really appreciate how patient you were with me today when I was grumpy. Notice the small things they do and verbally acknowledge them. Leave notes, send a text during the day, or simply look them in the eyes and say, I see what you do, and I'm grateful for you. These small expressions of appreciation rebuild emotional connection and remind your partner that they're valued, noticed, and loved. Have you been assuming your partner knows you appreciate them without actually saying it? But the final habit is the sneakiest one of all. It happens during conflicts and arguments, and it's the reason some couples can't resolve anything without damage. Habit 5. Bringing up past mistakes during arguments. Many people have the destructive habit of weaponizing the past during current disagreements. You're having an argument about something happening today, and suddenly you're bringing up things from months or years ago. Well, you always do this, just like that time when. Or this is just like when you forgot our anniversary 3 years ago. You think you're proving a pattern or making your point stronger, but what you're actually telling your partner is that you've never forgiven them. You're keeping a mental record of every mistake, and nothing they do can ever be left in the past. This habit makes your partner feel like they're being punished forever for old mistakes and that no amount of apology or changed behavior will ever be enough. It turns every small disagreement into a referendum on your entire relationship history. Your partner stops focusing on solving the current problem and instead feels attacked, defensive, and hopeless because they can never escape their past errors. This pattern prevents genuine conflict resolution because you're fighting about 10 different things instead of one. And your partner learns that being vulnerable or admitting fault just gives you more ammunition for future arguments. The right way to communicate love, especially during conflict, is to stay focused on the present issue only. When you're upset about something, Address that specific situation without dragging up old history. If there's a genuine pattern that needs discussion, have a separate calm conversation about it when you're not already angry, and frame it as, "I've noticed this happening multiple times and I'd like us to work on it together." During arguments, use "I feel" statements about the current situation rather than "you always" accusations that reference the past. Most importantly, when your partner apologizes and changes their behavior, let the past stay in the past. Forgiveness means not using old mistakes as weapons. This approach allows you to resolve conflicts, rebuild trust, and move forward together rather than staying stuck in an endless cycle of resentment and blame. Comment "I'll focus on now" if you're committing to leaving the past where it belongs. When you stop these 5 damaging communication habits and replace them with loving, intentional alternatives, you protect your relationship, deepen your emotional connection, and create the partnership you both deserve. Communicating love the right way gives you more trust, more intimacy, and more joy in your relationship after 60. Your partner deserves to feel valued, heard, and loved, not through grand gestures, but through the daily habits that show them they matter most. If this video helped you recognize even one habit you need to change, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe. Our next video uncovers another everyday habit that quietly affects senior well-being and relationships, and you won't want to miss it. Take care of yourself and the ones you love, and I'll see you in the next one.